What is up, everybody? Nigel Ford here from passionpicnic.com, here to bring you my very first review on the Maschine Mikro MK3. Just to let you guys know, this is my very first review of many, and I don't believe in the long-winded reviews, so this is still going to be a little bit of a longer video, but all the junk is going to be at the end. All the information that you need is going to be right up front in the beginning of the video. So if you like that, please subscribe. Let me know if you got any comments or suggestions, what you guys want me to do next. Please also comment that below, give this video a like, and we'll move on. Starting off, a quick overview. We got a very light but durable product, okay? So it's highly portable. You throw it right in your backpack, head over to the library, to the cafe, to your buddy's house, but that does not detract away from the durability. It's a very durable product. I wouldn't be flipping it around otherwise. Secondly, it is a great way to get an affordable access into the Maschine workflow. If you've heard of Maschine, you've played around with it before, and you really want to get access to it, this is a great way to get your introduction into that. For people who have already been using Maschine, like they're already using the bigger brother, the MK3 or MK2, this might not be your best bet because you're gonna have to do a lot of things that you used to do here on the hardware. You're gonna have to do those on the computer screen now, and that's kind of one of the common complaints that we get about this. My other quick overview, quick glance, is that it is perfectly integrated with the Maschine software. So once you buy this, once you plug it in the computer and you have the software all uploaded onto your computer, it's gonna be seamless. It's gonna be so easy and you're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Who absolutely needs this thing is anybody who is brand new to Maschine, who wants to get access to that Maschine workflow at an affordable cost. Somebody who really knows that they're interested in it and they're going to get it, then they need to get this, I believe, because it's a fantastic introduction without spending a whole bunch of money. You just get a great introduction into how everything works, and then you can kind of graduate to more if you feel like you need to. Other people who would benefit greatly from this is somebody who's already using Maschine. Maybe they have the bigger brother, the MK2 or MK3, and they need a more portable option for when they go to do live events or something like that. This is fantastic because you can pretty much have everything already pulled up on your computer, and then you just bring this as a more portable tool. You throw it in your backpack, bam, you plug it right into your computer, and everything's already integrated. You already know which buttons to press. You just boom, you do your show. So I think those are the two categories of people who absolutely need this. The people who could get a little bit of use out of it, don't absolutely need it, is anybody new to producing in general or just creating music or creating anything on a DAW, digital audio workstation. It's still a great option. They could definitely get some use out of it, but if it's not like it's not necessarily like the end-all be-all of all products. However, it is a great option, so they could definitely get some use out of it if they did want to purchase this. And another person who could just get a lot of use out of it is really anybody who has some Native Instruments software already and hardware. They just want a more portable companion to that. This is a great option. They might not necessarily need it, but it is a great option, and it could be a good go-to if they want something a little bit more portable. This is one of their great options. As far as what experience levels this is good for, it's, in my opinion, it's really anybody from a complete beginner to an advanced expert, because I believe anybody could get good use out of it. So it's appropriate for all levels. You don't have to worry, oh, I've never ever created any music before, I'm brand new to this. I was too, actually, when I first got this. So this is perfect actually for you, because this has taken me on a journey and has taught me a lot just about creating music. I would even venture to say that this is best for beginners. And I might be a little biased since I was a beginner when I started using it, but I really think that this is a fantastic introduction into making music and just learning how making music works. As far as on the other end of the scale, for more advanced experts of the craft, they might find it a little bit inconvenient if they're used to using a MIDI controller such as this and being able to do everything on the hardware. they might find it inconvenient for some of the features that they'll have to look at the computer screen and use their mouse. So really some of the only common complaints is what I have been talking about is the lack of ability to pretty much do the majority of your work straight on here. So features that we would like to see next is potentially if they could add another screen or more screens, and maybe change the dynamic of this a little bit and maybe add another knob. Those are some things that we're looking into, hopefully seeing with the next few models that are rolling out. Costs. How much does this thing cost, this beautiful instrument here? I've been talking about affordability. So currently you can get this on nativeinstruments.com for $328. There are other places where you can get it for a little bit cheaper, such as amazon.com and sweetwater.com. You can get this for about $269 currently as of making this video. I'm not sure, that might go down or it might go up. Pretty much if you do your due diligence and you shop around, you'll find it brand new for about $250 to $330. Secondhand, if you wanted to go that option, depending on the condition of it, you can get this thing on various sites all across the internet for anywhere around $80 to about $230. Really, you just have to be cautious. You have to make sure that everything works. You want to check it out and do your due diligence. So the current best places to buy this are on amazon.com or sweetwater.com. It's about $269 right now, which is a pretty good deal. The favorite usage among users is being able to make beats very quickly and export them as a part of a bigger, larger project to maybe some other DAW such as Logic or FL Studios or Ableton. All right, now for the boring technical specs, just for some of you who are curious and interested. This thing is about, in width, it's about 320 millimeters or 12.6 inches. In length, it's about 177 millimeters or 6.96 inches. In height, it is 45 millimeters, and it kind of has a raise here if you can see that. And it raises up, so it's 45 millimeters or 1.77 inches, and it weighs about 1.12 kilograms or 2.47 pounds. All right, so altogether we have about 25 effects in here, including filter, EQ, delay, reverb, compressor, all of that good stuff. There's 16 velocity sensitive pads here, as you can tell. So velocity sensitive means the harder you hit it, the louder the sound is gonna be. You have the dual touch sensitivity strip, which is amazing. I'll let you guys figure that out for yourself because it has so many benefits while you're making your music. You make it sound so much more dynamic right here. You guys can look that up on nativeinstruments.com. And then it's powered via a USB 2.0 right here. So that's bus power, BUS power straight into your computer. The raw basic software is going to be about 1.6 gigabytes, and that's the Maschine factory library. That's just the basics. You're probably definitely going to want to get more sounds than that, that comes with a bunch of loops and samples and one-shots and software instruments and all that good stuff. But Native Instruments is famous for having lots of amazing sounds, so you're going to want to get a lot of the other packs that they come out with. So it's going to take up a little bit more space. My suggestion is to get an external hard drive and you just keep everything on there so you don't fill up your computer with all this space, because it's going to add up pretty quickly. All right, so let's just review pros and cons. The pros is that it is highly portable, highly durable. We get a great value for the price that it is. We get affordable access to the Maschine workflow. It's extremely simple to use. And above all else, last but not least, I believe it looks and feels great. I can definitely testify to how it feels whenever I play on this thing. These pads feel amazing. Every button you press, it feels great. You really get the texture of everything. You won't really know until you buy yourself one, but it looks and it also feels great. And cons, the only real con I have with this thing is the fact that you have to do more on the actual computer screen. But for people who are new to Maschine, like I mentioned, you're not really missing anything. And it's not that hard for people who are used to doing that anyways, or who actually prefer doing that, and that's not really even a con with this thing. So that's really the only con I have for it. All right, everybody, I want to show you some of the awesome features on this thing once you have it plugged up and going straight into the computer. So first and foremost, there's these 4 different modes up here, and those are going to be really useful. I'll show you how each of those work. So the pad mode is basically going to be that each of these pads has a different sound, or whatever sound that you assign to it could be different if you assigned a different sound, right? So right now I have a drum kit loaded up, so as you can see I'll have my kick here, I'll have a snare, some hats over here, other snares and claps, toms and whatnot. And you can see how when I don't hit it very hard, I'll even turn up the volume on my computer so we can really hear. When I barely, it's very sensitive, so when I barely touch it, right, we get a little sound. But if I were to come down here and really, right, so another way you can adjust the volume is by hitting this volume right here. I'm hitting it fairly consistently, and you'll see as I move this dial, so as I move this dial, you can see the decibels going up or down. So you can hear it get louder. I actually started hitting it softer, but it was getting so much louder. The same as it goes down. I really have to hit it hard to get that same effect. All right, and moving on to this keyboard mode here, I'm gonna switch to something a little more dynamic here. So we got some heavenly bells, whatever that is. But as you can see with the keyboard now, we're moving up a step each time you hit it, a different pad. But what we can do actually is we can set this over here to be inside of a specific scale or key. So if you're not too familiar with music theory or anything, like I'm really not, just to be completely transparent with you guys, that's fine, because you can come right over here and you can actually set your scales and whatnot. So right over here you see your root note, so you can make your root note whatever you want it to be. Mine's on E currently for the song that I just made, so I'm going to keep that on E, and then you just hit these arrows right here. You have your scale bank, so you have main, modes, jazz, world, 5-tone, and as you can see, the brighter pads is going to be where your root note is. Right, so that was on the minor, right? So that's what I want it to be on, is E minor for myself. And then you hit the arrow again, so you just did your scale. So now we're on E for the root note, and then we did our scale of minor, and then we're going to move over. We can pick what key we'd like to be in, right? So blues minor, B hop minor, double minor, harmony minor, all these different options you guys can see there right here on this screen, right? So let's go with blues minor, right? As you can see, right, changes the sound completely. So just set your scale just like that. All right, so moving on, so we have the chords down, and we understand the keyboard in the pad mode. So what I want to explain now is the step mode, which is really useful if you're even more musically ignorant and you can't even keep a rhythm. This is really helpful for your drums, or maybe bells, or some other percussion that you might be doing. Really anything, but mostly people use it for drums. So you remember how we had, when we went over to pad mode, I'll bring it back over to my drum set over here. We had, so it's on chords right now, so just to let you guys know, that's gonna move up steps. I'm on a kick right now, so I have to go back to pad mode. I had to go back to pad mode to have all of my options there, right? So let's say we wanna set up our kick, right? So once you select what you want to step, come over here to step, and you can highlight which ones you want. And as you press play, that's what's going to be playing in the 16-step bar. You see what I'm saying? You come back over here to pad mode, pick your snare now, and you can go. Then you can go back over to pad mode, pick your hats. So pretty interesting stuff. You'll see as the light moves across, it lands on that. It's fairly simple to set up. Once you understand where all your sounds are, then it's very easy to do. All right, so over here on the software side of things, I'm going to show you guys, I'm gonna pretty much just play the beat that I already made, but I'm just going to be playing the drums along to it, just to show you guys kind of the interaction of the pad live with music that is playing that's maybe already recorded. So I'm going to silence the drums that I already have here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up another drum kit on here so you guys can kind of see how that happens. So I have all my instruments here, so I can go here and I can hit drums, and I can pretty much load up a kit to all of these sounds, or I can load up individuals. Like if I just wanted to find a good kick, I could come here to kick, and I could find a kick to load up to here. If I wanted my hi-hat, same thing, claps, cymbals, snares, all that good stuff. I personally think it's easiest, and I like to go to this button right here, which is kits and groups. Well, it's all your groups, but it's got a bunch of different drum kits, and I favorite them. So I hit this little star here, and it filters out everything that I've already gone through this, and I hit this little star as I'm going through it to see what I like. All right, so on here, if you press the little browse button, I'm just turning this knob, and it's going through everything. And then, so I did that one day, and I just figured out everything that I like, and I hit the star. So I found most of the things that I enjoy right here. And then, so I'm just gonna load up something here. So as you can see, I loaded that up, I double clicked it here, and now all those sounds are right here. So it's really cool, like these are actually samples here, loaded up into here. So I can make an entire beat, and I actually have made an entire beat with just this kit, with just this right here, and recording different individual sounds all at once, and then you kind of compile them all together. But right now I'm just going to play what I already have recorded, and I'm going to show you guys. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please head over to passionpicnic.com where you can check out this video as well as the actual written review for this product. Also, please leave a comment below and let me know what you would like to see next or what you think I could be doing better. Please also leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Stay passionate, stay impeccable.